Well, this year, Advent lasts all of, the fourth week of Advent lasts all of about 6 hours. You know, all of our parishes today, this morning we're celebrating the fourth Sunday of Advent, but by this evening we'll be celebrating Christmas Eve, the Vigil Mass of Christmas. And so again, it's a kind of a crazy day, but I would say to you that we can enter into that a bit. Because, you know, for Joseph and Mary and for Jesus, that first Christmas was anything but chestnuts roasting on an open fire and kind of, you know, mystical recollections and things. It was a difficult, painful, rushed, hurried time. The gospel today says to us, or teaches us, that the incarnation began 9 months ago with Mary's fiat, with her yes to what the Lord asked. Be it done to me according to thy word. And at that moment, the word became flesh and began to grow within her womb. That was not an easy yes. That took courage. Women in that time found with child outside of marriage, it was a dangerous thing. Joseph, too, must have been unnerved, and we know all this. These things are told to us, and we just sort of read them without thinking. But if any of you feel a little bit stressed out, a little anxious, perhaps, at Christmas, well, Joseph and Mary did that long before, and they had heroic virtue in what they did to bring Jesus into the world, to cooperate with this great work of God. Not only that, but we see that just shortly before the birth, they have to rush off to Bethlehem, become crazy census, and that was hardship and difficulty, and shortly thereafter, Herod is after the child, they're off to Egypt. You see, the first Christmas took heroic virtue. Never forget what heroes Joseph and Mary are in allowing and helping Jesus to come into this world. It is astonishing. They're great heroes of the faith. Simply also finding to say to some of you, especially the homebound or those who are sick, maybe in the hospitals, I know that maybe this isn't the Christmas you would dream of, but just remember, Christ was not found in a perfect Christmas. That first Christmas was harried, rushed, crazy, all over the place with his sufferings. And so is perhaps your Christmas this year. But it's all right. Jesus is found in the real Christmas, not the Hallmark card Christmas. It's found in your Christmas, my Christmas, the real one, which this year especially for a lot of us is rushed and hurried, but that's where we find Christ, right there in the midst of his church. Amen.